Today, it's the National Football League. It's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Detroit Lions taking on the Chicago Bears.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
And I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game, yeah.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
two touchdown passes last week.
Two touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down.
Down at the 37-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And the Bears first down.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And eventually he's taken down here. Great coverage downfield, resulting in the sack. Harold Landry in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Another try after the first down sack. Jones, he'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's third down.
Throwing on third and long. Jones, they'll set up the screen here to mix him. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things on. I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
On first down, Farr. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. From the gun, Farr over the middle, complete. It's man. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6. at their 48-yard line.
Looking to throw. Far. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
And this is caught. Will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC. And it's a good news, bad news proposition for them. Mostly good news, and that's that they clinched the playoff spot. That's the important thing. Bad news, though, if they want to make a Super Bowl, for the moment at least, they'd have to do it out of the 6th seed.
The bottom line, everybody wants to play at home during the playoffs. We know that's a given. But nothing builds character for a ball club quite like winning on the road in the playoffs, especially when no one thinks you can do it. And if you win one and gain confidence, who knows, you might get on one of those magical runs.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
And 8 yards to go.
Operating from the gun, Jones. That'll be caught by Cup. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. From the gun, Jones. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
3 brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun again to Mixon. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown.
Joe Mixon, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have retaken the lead.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the
That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory.
1st and 10.
A big play there for Detroit. 58 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Operating from the gun. Far. Able to find Higgins. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete to T. Higgins.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow.
And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Lions are once again going to retake the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 34.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
With the score, Lions 14, Bears 10.
On second and 11 now. Jones. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Gain of 6. And it's third down.
From the gun, Jones. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
And the Bears first down.
Mixon with a first down carry. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
On the carry.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down, Chicago.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones looking left side. He's got it complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a third down. From the gun, Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. He's at the 50. The 30. 20, 10, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give the defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards, a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Throwing again on second down. Jones, a quick pass to Cup. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. And the Bears.
Now Joe Mixon. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Jones. Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it.
And this is taken in at the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll run with Swift, and he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 17th touchdown now on the season, and the Lions add on to their lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
And the lead is up to 18 now. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to get going again. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
3 scores down, not even at halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now Jones on 3rd down. And he finds a man on a crossing route. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Jones throwing on 1st down. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Off the play fake. Jones. Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. The secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball. Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it? In trouble, and he's taken down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. The final shot before break. Far. He's going to float this one deep right and got his man complete. And he's in for the touchdown. The final play of the first half. The prayer is answered. How did they get that done? And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish. Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter? So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you as always. Welcome into our final regular season edition of our Halftime Report. Playoff lives hanging in the balance as we take you around the NFL one final time. We'll start up at TIAA Stadium in Jacksonville. And as they come towards halftime, it's the Eagles who have the lead in that one. The Eagles locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they've got the lead over the visiting Arizona Cardinals. Saquon Barkley, 2 touchdown runs on the afternoon. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race. Very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Lions offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season as this year's blitz coming, and down he goes.
Down and sacked.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time.
He's brought down.
I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
T. Higgins was the intended target, and it's third down. From the gun, far. Open man is Higgins. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellent. he's achieved that in this performance.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, the good news, they got the stop defensively. The bad news, this is a huge hole that they're in right now. How do they start to dig out of it?
That's a great question because we're not even going to talk about how do they win it, right? We want to see how they can kind of claw back and at least make themselves feel better about the game, because this one is likely out of reach. But maybe one possession at a time, try and play a little bit better and have some respect when you come out of the game.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. On the delay, it's Mixon, and this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 40.
Operating from the gun, Jones. That's the right side there, complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Mixon. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Brought down.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Jones. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
A gain of 21.
Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
10-yard line.
On 2nd and 7, Jones. This is caught. And the Bears are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Well, I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet. They'll keep it on the ground. Queen. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer.
The extra point.
Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
And Detroit getting set to go now. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
He's going to take another shot here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. That's taken in by Higgins. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Bears 17.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
Yeah, it's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Here's Jones. Off play action. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 17 yards on the pickup. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. Now here on EA Sports. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. From the gun, Jones. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
To throw again on 2nd down, Jones. And now look at him go. And he will bring it back. An interception return for Lions touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
So now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Chicago.
From the gun, Jones. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Number 6 on
Big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bears cut into that lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Far. He's going to float this one deep right side. Double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A gain of 31.
That goes for a gain of 31. Now Jones on 1st down. And will find his man on the end route. Complete. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
At the 27-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. The Bears on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Again, he'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 22. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Far. He's going to float this one deep right. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 26. The Lions now going to use use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now a throw here, hauled in. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. To throw on 2nd down. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet and get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters.
And now here is another interception. Picked up about the 31. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Bilal Nichols forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some big jelly or something like that.
51.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
But the focus shifts back to Daniel Jones and company. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one, but let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jones. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, Jones. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
First down, Chicago.
Jones on 1st and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up at the 48, and he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line. Just a 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. On 1st and 10, far. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
1st and 10
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. From the gun on 3rd down. Far. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Jones now throwing on 1st down. Cortez at left side. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
To Zach Ertz. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. This is Ertz on a pitch and catch. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Score Lions.
A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Detroit, it will wind up a .500 season as the win means they'll finish right at 8-8. And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for the Bears, this might wind up being a tough pill to swallow as they're going to finish the season at 9-7. And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.